We're getting through this technical difficulty real quick. We will get started here shortly. Stand by. Angel, I should have listened to you. I think you knew that we was gonna have technical difficulties today.
All right.
So I just sent it out to the rest of the folk.
Okay.
So they will be here.
Okay.
Hold on, let me send this. Hold on, let me do this real quick. All right, all right, all right. Let me get us situated here. And we are live on Zoom. We are live on YouTube. And we are live on the sevens with Pi Frisbee Metatron's internet radio station. I'm thankful and grateful for each and every one of you that are here today. We have had our Mercury microblades snafu. Uh, uh, and in spite of all of that, we are here and we are grateful. And something so extraordinary, something so magnificent, something so inspiring, something so fortunate is going to be disclosed today. I'm going to talk to each of us individually about our most fortunate day of the year, which is coming up a week from tomorrow. So I want everybody to mark your calendars for July 29th.
Mm-hmm.
July 29th. With us being in retrograde, we should be in review, revise, recalibrate, reconnect, edit mode anyway. And the most fortunate, the most opportune day for each of us to get a clear manifestation message to the cosmos and or some really specific things according to your astrological sign. Next Wednesday is today to do it. So we're here a week and a day ahead so that everybody won't have any excuse and they'll be ready next week uh, I did want to mention before we got into this that since Sunday, you may have felt a subtle shift. Some of us felt major shifts. Some of us didn't feel anything at all because the shift that happened on Sunday, we've been waiting on it anyway. But we're going to get deep into that. But today is the culmination of that day. That's why it was so important for us to come together today, and that's why the negative shenanigans attempted to disrupt the broadcast. But we're thankful, we're grateful. We are real excited. And before I go any further, let me pay a bill. This broadcast is sponsored by Jolynn Herbert, author of Jolynn's Written Expressions. Jolynn Herbert is a licensed social worker with over 20 years of experience, a Mary Kay beauty consultant, and a motivational speaker. Her work includes poetries and memoirs that explore healing and transformation. She serves as a feature author and associate editor of Indie Incognito magazine and advocates for civil rights and adult mental health. Her voice uplifts communities and inspires growth across every corridor of our network as her stories continue to empower readers and listeners everywhere today. We thank Jolynn Herbert for her sponsorship, and we thank her for her work, and we continually encourage her and support her to continue to go deeper and farther in everything that she does. Today is probably the first real day that the masks have been pulled off for everybody. Everybody's mask is off. Normally I wouldn't tell you guys to do this, but in the next couple of days, just turn on whatever your favorite political slant entertainment. It's not news anymore. It's political entertainment. Whatever your favorite political entertainment is, and watch how all of them are buffering and their heads are spinning around like Linda Blair and The Exorcist, because their whole script is blank now. All of the fake, all of the phony, all of the fake gurus, and I call them two-book gurus, and the fake leaders, and everybody who's been placed up on a pedestal that has been phony. That shit ended Sunday, huns. It ended. So we're going to start to see the realness of everybody, and be forewarned. Some of it is going to shock the shit out of you. I'm serious. We haven't seen any. We think we've seen it all so far. We just barely seen the tip of the iceberg. Archangel, you want to open up and piggyback off of that, please?
Saved by the bell, because I sure was about to get up and grab some real quick. But thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, that day was very it was just like ever since the new moon, I've been feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. But that day was like, relax. Like it's really cool. Like it's really okay. Like just, and that's how you get the awareness of what abundance truly is.
Absolutely, man.
And shout out to Jupiter.
Absolutely. Shout out to Jupiter, man. Absolutely. Your authenticity, your authentic self, who you are behind the door when nobody else is looking, who you are when you're not on camera and doing a podcast, who you are when you're not in the grocery store in the line, who you are, authentic, is your superpower right now. You don't need additional classes. You don't need new software so much. You don't need a new computer. You don't need a new car. You don't need a new house. Your superpower, all you need to tap into to unlock all of your abundance, all of your expansion, all of your self-awareness, and all of your awakening is tap into your authentic self. The self that is emerging, allow it. Even the parts that are emerging that make you a little uncomfortable, yeah, let them emerge too. It's time to be authentic. It's time to get down and dirty with it. It's time to live and be who you really fucking are. No more performance, no more putting on airs, no more, oh, I'm gonna dumb myself down to fit in with these people. No more, oh, I know what they're about, I'm just gonna say it. No. Walk in the room and scratch the fucking record and make everybody turn around and look at you. That's for everybody on the call. Everybody on the call. RD the Mystic, what you got about this?
I couldn't agree better. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you, brother.
Yeah, I couldn't agree better. I'm excited. We want to see personal transformation and personal breakthrough. We talk with you here, and I want everybody on the call, as you're listening to everything we're delivering today on this broadcast, come up with some questions that you can make it applicable for you. If it's some personal stuff you want to know, or you hear something that may sound general or something that speaks to you, I want you to start putting yourself in position to ask those questions when we open it up. So as you're listening and everything, I want you to actively listen. I want you to actively assess what you got going on and bring some stuff to the table so we can show you this science. Turn it back over to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're thankful, man. We're grateful. We are excited. There's a new energy. There's a new vibration. There's a new frequency that came into on the Sevens broadcast network recently, and we're embracing it. And we are boldly going where no one ever ventured to go. And that's to the authentic, apodictic truth. All right. We are back and we are live. This is on the Sevens with Pfeiffer's Beat Metatron, where we come to awaken, ascend, and expand. I am Pfeiffer's Beat Metatron, your host with the most. Today, just like every day, is a great day to be me. Every day is a great day to be me. I believe this, I live this, I deeze this, and I require this. Guarantee you make that mantra part of your daily rituals, and then you go about doing the things it motivates and inspires you to do. Your life too will get better exponentially each and every day. Let's get quickly off into it. I did mention that this is July 2026, Leo season, society reset, soul vibrations. We have, like I said, this movement for society started Sunday. So we had 5 planets at 4 degrees in various signs, and it caused a tipping point, so to speak. It caused a cosmic reshuffling. You know how you have cards in your hands and you shuffle the deck and you're not holding them real tight and the cards get all jumbled up and they may fly out of your hand. Well, that's what happened Sunday. Today is the culmination of that, and we want to break into that. So movement number 1 that happened on Sunday was a dual movement. It was Jupiter was in Leo at 4 degrees, and it was opposite Pluto in Aquarius at 4 degrees. That is the engine of the entire pattern. Jupiter in Leo expands the solar throne, and yet its opposition to Pluto in Aquarius cracks the hierarchies humanity once treated as immovable. The figures placed on pedestals begin to wobble. Institutions built on inherent authority reveal their fractures. Power flows back to the individual, not through rebellion, albeit through revelation. Pluto exposes what no longer holds. Jupiter magnifies the truth of personal sovereignty. Their 4-degree tension became the ignition point of a financial tipping cycle. The Jupiter-Pluto oppositions have historically aligned with monumental economic turns, and the unresolved, unpayable debts seeded in 2020 now rise to the surface, and what was deferred becomes due. What was inflated deflates, and what was hidden becomes viewable and undeniable. This opposition becomes the engine of this period, driving structural correction, redistributing power, and forcing a collective reckoning with value, debt, and authority. Jupiter illuminates the path forward. Pluto ensures nothing false survives the crossing. Movement number 2, Uranus and Gemini at 4 degrees. This is the acceleration beyond overload. Uranus and Gemini electrifies the mental plane, pushing information, technology, and communication past every known threshold. The nervous system of the collective begins to spark, glitch, and mutate as data streams multiply beyond human scale processing. What once felt fast becomes primitive. What once felt advanced becomes obsolete. Uranus forces a quantum leap in the velocity of reality itself, accelerating timelines, collapsing delays, and removing the buffer between thought and manifestation. Gemini becomes the conduit for a new intelligence, a field where ideas move with lightning immediacy and technology evolves in real time. Overload becomes ignition. Saturation becomes breakthrough. The 4-degree harmonic stabilizes the acceleration, forming a foundation strong enough to hold the surge. This movement marks the moment where reality outruns expectation, where information outruns comprehension, and where innovation outruns structure. Uranus opens the corridor where the future arrives early, demanding adaptation, clarity, and multidimensional cognition. Reality moves faster. Consciousness must follow. Next up, we had Neptune in Uranus, in Aries at 4 degrees. This is the disillusion of the old illusion. Neptune in Aries ignites a dissolving fire, burning through the old 3D illusion that shaped identity, limitation, and inherited narratives. The fog humanity once called reality thins, revealing the scaffolding beneath collective conditioning. Aries pushes Neptune's dissolving force into the realm of selfhood, clearing false roles, outdated emotional patterns, and the victim scripts that kept power externalized. Awakening arrives suddenly, like a spiritual voltage that snaps consciousness into alignment. Individuals feel the pull from passivity into authority, from confusion into clarity, and from surrender into sovereignty. The 4-degree harmonic stabilizes this disillusion, forming a foundation strong enough to hold the rising waves of awakenings. Neptune removes the veil. Aries demands embodiment. Together, they initiate a movement where identity is purified, intuition sharpens, and spiritual will becomes unmistakable. The illusion collapses. The self emerges. Authority returns to the soul. Neptune opens the gate. Aries commands the crossing. And then finally, the moon linked up in Libra at 4 degrees on the 19th. And that was the completion of Solomon's seal. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, releasing a lightning bolt through the trajectory of human evolution. Balance becomes revelation. Harmony becomes disruption. The centralized top-down world dissolves in real time, right in front of our eyes, you guys, as this lunar field exposes the imbalance hidden beneath collective structures. Libra's scales tilt, not towards collapse, albeit towards redistribution of power, agency, and creation. Chaos rises as the old architecture loses coherence. Yet inside the chaos lives a clear invitation. Stop waiting for the world to correct itself. Build the world you came here to build. The lunar light reveals the futility of postponing destiny and the emptiness of waiting for external authority to restore order. Libra opens the gate where personal creation becomes the stabilizing force of the next era. The old world and the old paradigm ends here. The next one is ours. The moon seals this pattern, completing the geometry that shifts humanity from dependence into authorship. That is the soul. I believe Archangel is coming with some show enough right behind. Take it away, Archangel.
Yeah, that's a lot to follow up. So just saying. Chef's kiss. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what I was emphasizing with the energy when I was speaking about that day is really the emphasis on that Libra moon made it feel like everything was going to be okay because it had the need to feel balanced. Like that was the natural instinct, was to center. So with that going on, I was thinking about the barber. Okay, I swear all day I'm like, Mercury, you got 2 days because
Me too. I can't even look. I'm normally a wordsmith and can pronounce any words. I couldn't even pronounce that Barkaluk, whatever that name you. We know the name. Yeah, we know the name.
Barber.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
That basket, because that's the first thing that stood out to me when I looked at this day on the chart was like, oh, it's a little like, I see the trapezoid, but the lines going across is like a basket where you put stuff in, a cornucopia of blessings.
Yes.
So it's like, okay. And then we got the heavy hitters, they're all outer planets. Everybody is an outer planet. So with it being outer planets, this is showing it's a generational shift. This is something that's going to be it's going to be talked about upon ages. And the last time something similar to this happened was in this exact, maybe, but not, it's the figuration, but not necessarily the signs, was over 10,000 years ago. So the closest energy that we have towards this is what some of the research I did was basically it's similar to the energies that the 60s brought, but it's in a more harmonious type of way because
Absolutely.
the outer planets back then were in when it was in an aspect where it forced chaos to take place. So now it's like, don't expect chaos, don't expect fear. Like, I think also too with Chiron being in Taurus, it's kind of helping lift the standards a lot of it. Like
absolutely.
And then that goes back into the whole illusion being broken with Neptune and Aries, because now this is about you reflecting on who you truly are, how you truly identify yourself, and you're taking instinctive actions on that. And Saturn is kind of putting on you that you better, and also in Aries. So it's like the collective with the Uranus and Pluto, basically what I remember basically channeling about this is like the Pluto Aquarius is like the group of people who always understood what like Kanye West was saying. They always understood what Prince's messages was. They always understood what Kendrick Lamar is trying to say. And it's like, they kind of called it like a cult group and whatever, but it's like they just got the message. And now we in the same generational shift where people just get the message, and then we allow everybody else to catch up, because Aries is, you know, the first sign. It does kind of relate to infantile energy, because it's just the instinct to just act. It's not thinking. We ain't got to Virgo or even Gemini yet when we talking about Aries. So it's just about instinct. When babies are first born, you know, the instinct is, I gotta eat. I don't care about what y'all got going on. I need to eat. I need to sleep. I gotta do what I gotta do when I feel. So we're tapping into that, but collectively, we're seeing more like-minded energy and frequency, and we're pulling that in. So with the basket and it being outer planets, the generational shift, this is heavy emphasis too on Jupiter and that abundance and gifts, being blissful or blessed at this time. But it's also helping us to stay away from, or move further away from, that energy of 2020. This is helping us move further away from that 2020 energy, with Saturn being in Capricorn and then Pluto in Capricorn. And it also talked about that 89, that triple Capricorn transit with Saturn, Neptune, and Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus all being in Capricorn. So it was like they related it to being like a closed fist. And the first thing I thought when I heard that is that when I see that, I always think about a baby fist being balled up like that. And that's usually an indication that they're hungry, if they're angry and crying about it. So looking back at the 89, and the biggest thing about the Berlin Wall falling, like, imagine that being like a breakdown that's happening right now as a generational shift, but instead of it bringing chaos and fear, is bringing abundance, harmony, joy, something that we all collectively want to indulge in, but it has to be in alignment. It can't be out of alignment anymore. It can be in authentic, which is what Pluto in Aquarius is demanding. And also that number 4, that strong number, the 4 always look like a strong, like, just that 4, like,
it's a fortress. It is.
yeah, that's the staying power of this energy. Like, and it's like all of it being in that 4 energy. It's like, yeah, this is comfort. This is, I can put my foot forward. You know, I do have trust. You know, those are some things that Mercury retrograde is helping us to, you know, with rewriting the memories of the past during this time too. So it's like we got all this cleansing and washing out of the old going on, while the new is just emerging itself from the ground, like literally, like the shift of like literally when things shifted on Earth and mountains just seem to appear. It's like the same thing. But our words, especially with this Mercury energy, is tapping into our values. That's coming out with Mars and Venus coming into a square, a mercurial square. And synastry with this energy is kind of like the feeling of being fickle, like, because you want to not take something too seriously, but the Virgo Venus takes everything seriously, which is why it's fall here. So this is a good energy for us to, be aware of your values and what we are rebuilding at this time. A lot of ancient origin stories are being brought up. A lot of people are connecting dots to like previous lifetimes that they used to live. Like, a lot of people, real gifts are coming online, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, you do that too? Oh, I've been doing that. You've been doing that too? Oh yeah. And it's like, and people just get it. There is the threshold of people not understanding it is real low right now. It's lower than it's been in a long time. And it was always meant to be this way as well. So yeah, a lot of shifts, you know, a lot of messages in abundance have descended on Earth. The opposite energy with the twin Gemini of everyone having abundance of that deep intelligence is also ignorance. The shadow side of that is the ignorant side of Gemini. And that's the part where it's so light, or it's so carefree, and so detached in a very childlike way that it does end up requiring, with the Mercury side, where that's where it has to shift into the Virgo side, where we have to acquire the discipline to maintain something. But yeah, this was a beautiful like entry into what the rest of our lives is about to be. So I don't know what everybody else been working on, that I hope you've been working in alignment with your heart, because Leo season is about to start. So Leo season, if you ain't in your heart space, dancing, creating, eating good, doing what your heart expression really want to do, like if you're not painting the town with your bright and beautiful energy, you have completely missed the boat. Okay?
Yep.
You would
Yep.
have completely missed the boat. So with this being a good start to before we even enter Leo season, and then the retrograde ending in a few days later, this is really like, get into your heart, do not leave, do not pass go, don't collect $200. Like, please stay in that heart space, because a lot of beauty is going to be created. I love the fact that the moon is going to be able to transit, I'm not the moon, but I'm sorry, Venus is going to be able to transit Leo season while it's in Libra. Man, like y'all, like it's so romantic. It's so beautiful. Like, it's just like, and if anybody been paying attention as well, or maybe not, there's a video of Jennifer Lopez celebrating her birthday. Now her birthday is in Leo season in July, but it's like you celebrating your birthday before your birthday even came. Like, you are glammed up and everything, like it's really your birthday. And I was like, yeah, that's what Leo energy, the Leo season we got going on is giving, with the sun and Jupiter together, and then Mercury joining later. Like, it's gonna be off the chain. So it's very important that you really do live in your truth. Like, you will be amazed at what can like really just create itself out of nowhere, because we have these two big, heavy hitter generational signs and air signs. So things can manifest and change very quickly, as long as you are mentally agile, like you know exactly where your focus is, your laser being focused. Leo season is going to bring it to you, and it's going to be very much freaky a little bit, but that's the frequency it's on. It's like you really aligned in your heart, like you really feeling it, like your auric field is glowing right now. Like, everything is going to come to you that you want to live, that you want to desire, that you already desire. Okay, it's just waiting for you to feel it. And that's the whole thing about this Mercury retrograde Cancer, is like, you got to go back and feel that, because if you ain't go back and feel that, you ain't gonna be able to feel this. And as much as we don't like the shadow side of, the dark feelings of what maybe our childhood or our past or broken hearted moments may have felt like, that's preparation for how deeply you are able to connect with yourself. So when Leo season comes, the expression of the relief, the revival, is going to be way bigger than what a small, now that you look at it, a small aspect of life, what happened in one moment doesn't have to color your whole life or how you perceive yourself anymore. You can let all that stuff go, all that past pain, hurt, heartbreak, betrayals, like, and then blaming yourself. Like, Leo season is a great time to live your life like it never happened. Like, allow yourself to live your life, Leo season, like nothing ever hurt, and watch how abundant your life manifests. That was a lot. That was deep, Leo.
Hey, Leo is a lot. So it is wonderful. It is the most wonderful part of the zodiac year. Leo season is plus y'all is the sun, man. Y'all walk with the sun. Y'all walk as the sun. You guys, folks with strong Leo placements, yeah, you just got a different glow about you, especially during this time of the year. So yeah, I like that much. Thank you, Archangel. Thank you. Movement 5, we're combining two movements. She just alluded to the sun entering Leo season starting on the 22nd, and then the most opportune day of 2026 happens on the 29th, when we have a Jupiter Cazimi in Leo and an Aquarius full moon. I repeat, July 29th, a week from tomorrow, is the most fortunate day of 2026. Just remember that. That movement is the coronation and the correction. The sun enters Leo on the 22nd and ignites the royal chamber for the month, opening a corridor of identity, radiance, and creative sovereignty. This solar ingress marks the moment the collective steps into its own throne, shedding the remnants of external permission and reclaiming the fire of self-authored destiny. Leo becomes the crown through which the entire pattern expresses its purpose. Approximately 7 days later, Jupiter enters the heart of the sun in a cazimi that magnifies the solar directive into a planetary proclamation. Jupiter inside Leo's core expands courage, amplifies vision, and reveals the scale of creation humanity is now capable of holding. This cazimi becomes a cosmic coronation, a moment where potential becomes visible and leadership becomes embodied. The Aquarius full moon on the 29th completes the sequence, illuminating the collective field with a clear view of the future that demands construction. Aquarius reveals the architecture of the next era and exposes the structures that no longer support evolution. The full moon becomes the mirror that reflects the world humanity is leaving and the world humanity is ready to build. These three transits form a single movement: solar ignition, Jupiterian expansion, and Aquarian revelation. The old pattern dissolves, the new pattern rises. The crown is claimed. The future is visible. The month completes its foundation. Now, you've heard the news. I believe Archangel got the rest of the story. Take it away, Archangel.
Yeah, I love looking at charts because that'd be like the best way that I understand it best. Because I'll be trying to take notes, but every time I look back at it, I find something new. So the first thing that I noticed that it looks like it's a cross, basically, like, you know, the little quote unquote Jesus cross in here with the square from Venus and Mars, and then the opposition between the sun and Jupiter and the moon with Pluto. And it's like, okay, so what are we, Hangman, number 12, what are we releasing? What are we changing our perspective of? What are we willing to sacrifice? What are we willing to let go? The story of Judas, like, he did all of that to betray for 30 pieces of silver, and then he was like, man, why did I even, I remember I told somebody before, the story of Jesus wouldn't be the way it is if it was never for a Judas. So when we look at ourselves as in, yeah, I may have betrayed this part of myself, I may have betrayed this thing about myself, this is an opportunity for you to be empowered by reflecting on moments like that when they do pop up, when you are in the moment of knowing that you're manifesting your greatness, you're manifesting your greatest version of yourself, you're manifesting the lifestyle you always wanted to live. Because there's going to be moments that pop up and remind you of when. and that naturally has to take place. I'm also seeing this too with that opposition is being more comfortable with full expression of ourselves. But again, the moon and Pluto are highlighting the authenticity part, because that's how you magnetize the tribe that you're divinely guided to be with, and you were always supposed to be interacting with. You'll attract the right people and naturally repel the wrong people by allowing yourself to, with the Jupiter, do a close examination about how you consciously see yourself. The Sun in Leo, which is all about basically living life to the fullest and enjoying yourself. It's the house of entertainment. Leo is connected to the 5th house, which is about entertainment, children, you know, creating something you've always wanted to create. So this full moon is giving us opportunity to really zone in on what we've always wanted to create in our lives, or how we always wanted life to feel during the process of creation. And that's being completely, you know, sad. I mean, not sad to say, because people say this a lot about Leos, but self-absorbed. Like allowing yourself to feel that as in a way of healing yourself from, you know, shaming or hiding the parts of yourself that you really want to show people. But, you know, past experiences may have made you feel like maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe that's too much, or maybe, you know, and you just want to have that part of yourself. And that's okay. That Venus and Virgo is giving us the opportunity, since it's moving out of the South Node. Let's give it up for the South Node going into Leo.
Woo, 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 woo.
Let's give it up for the South Node leaving Virgo.
Woo,
Child.
woo.
Those critical things that we've been analyzing, especially with Mercury retrograde, will finally come to a critical end, because now the South Node will be moving into Leo during this conjunction as well. So it's really going to be a lot of, let's get the party back jumping. Let's dress up again. Let's look good again. You know, let me call up the fun crew. Let's do something. Like, that's the energy that's popping off right now. And with this opposition to Pluto, with it being, you know, a generational, you know, planet, with the moon being a very fast pace, you know, moving celestial, we're going to remember these moments. And every time the moon come back and hit on this spot with Pluto, when they conjunct again, you're going to feel it again. You're going to remember it again. And then this is a almost another 20-year transit of us doing this again and doing this again. I don't know if we're going to have one more transit with Jupiter and Leo while Pluto is still in Aquarius. I think we should, but because it's 13 years.
Yeah,
so,
we should.
Yeah. So we gonna feel this again. You know, we're gonna reap the benefits of this again. The more authentic we move, the more we are open to learning different ways on how we can express ourselves as well. We don't want to be stuck in the old, you know, way of expression with that South Node Leo, the North Node going into Aquarius with Pluto. Everything is being knocked down and exposed, so you know the truth. Not just about yourself, but even the people you're around and you surround yourself with. And Mars being in Gemini right now is really highlighting, like, who might be too close to you that really don't like you, who might not really value you as a friend, that they might not, you know, seem to display. Like that those things are coming up, people in your neighborhood or what's going on in your neighborhood that is giving you friction. Like, this don't match with my value. I need to position myself. It's going into rooms and, like, you know what, the vibe is off. Let me shift. Like, a lot of that is going to take place because you want to always be in a room where everyone can shine and you can shine too. There is no, hey, you dim and you stay light and then you dim. Like, no. We leaving the rooms now that requires you to dim your heart space, dim your light, or like shine, shine bright. Okay, this is a season to remind yourself to shine bright. And this full moon is going to remind you, yes, you can shine bright, but the moon is reflecting back all those times that you're going to see yourself shining bright in another area as well. It's going to just get brighter and brighter. Allow your dreams and hopes to get brighter and brighter and brighter as it go along. Yeah, with the opposition to Lilith and Sag too. Yeah, a lot of freedom in being the self is going to be extremely liberating. It's already kind of feeling that way with the medical, getting deeper into studying women's bodies and how much knowledge and wisdom that's exposing of what the woman is and what she does and how that connects to the universe and the womb that we are a part of, that we express ourselves in, because it's just the same thing, only bigger. And we're all connected to it. So it's a lot of healing, a lot of harmony, a lot of joy coming in, even though, they trying to, what like they did. Like, let me show you this. Everybody know there's been like crazy smokes and stuff, right? Going on. I
Yeah.
painted this before then. If you could hold on, you can't see it. I gotta turn my background off, but go ahead.
But yeah, thank you for that, Archangel. Thank you for that. It is truly, truly a most opportune time. And right now, each individual, you have the key and you have the blueprint and you have the ability all rolled up into one that's available to you right now. And for that, I'm grateful. Thank you, Archangel Alania. You've just listened.
Yeah.
Oh, you got some more? Keep going.
Yeah, I was about to show y'all. Okay, remember we had the smoke in the clouds, right? So
Yeah.
I painted this before this happened. I was seeing a lot of monarch butterflies every time I'll be walking across an empty field. And I painted this before it took place. Now, mind you, it was 90-something degrees outside as well. And people had to stay indoors. And some of us don't have AC. But we had to stay indoors. People was wearing masks and stuff like that. And when I looked at it, first I saw the Sahara Desert, the sand coming. Then it was this. And then Saturday, it was like it never happened. And the air smells amazing as well. So yes, tap into your gifts, use your creative energy. You don't know what you're manifesting. You don't know what gifts or passions that you need to be passing on to people, or people need to be tapping into, that is thinking, man, I don't know if I could do it. You doing it is going to assure someone else can do it. That's how you find your vibe and your tribe.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a beautiful prophetic visionary portrait, and it's more than a piece of art. That's medicine that you created right there. That is something that folks can look at and get some healing from. So that's medicine. I thank you, Archangel Alania, and I appreciate you. And you guys have just heard Master Self Astrology on the Sevens Broadcast Network, where Archangel Alania brings celestial clarity, spiritual precision, and cosmic alignment to every listener. She reads the sky as a living intelligence, guiding you through planetary movements, energetic shifts, and the deeper meaning behind your timing. This is where astrology becomes activation for your soul's journey in every season today. Also want to take time, if you're a YouTube viewer, I appreciate you. I don't call you guys out as much as I should. I'm grateful and thankful for each and every one of you guys that are faithful and catch me on YouTube. If you are watching this live broadcast right now, just go up to that little bell and hit that bell, drop down the notifications, click the tab that you want to be notified, like the video, subscribe to my channel, make some comments, and everybody that's watching on YouTube, forward this channel to at least 7 people that you know. They're all very welcome here. And before I get into the Zodiac Natives soul vibrations, want to open it up. Anybody have any comments, any questions, any concerns, or any thoughts that they would like to express concerning what we have just covered? Kind of sort of like take an Excel. Anybody? Good to see Honeybee here. Hey, Court, if you are able, unmute yourself and say hello. Always good to see you.
Hey y'all, missed the show. Hope everybody's doing well.
How you been?
I'm good. I'm in the middle of a cleanse, so I'm feeling wonky right now.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm grateful that you showed up. Thankful that you took the time to acknowledge everybody. You're always welcome here. You know that.
Yeah, of course. It's good to see you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, good, good, good. Anybody got any comments? Any questions? Any concerns? Anybody want to open up and tell us how you've been feeling since Sunday? Yep, Lady D, go right ahead.
Hi, Mark. Hi, everyone.
Hey there.
Yeah, I had an experience this weekend. Um, it's been going on, but it was so amazing because I know you know, but everybody else doesn't really know how I have been in like a hermit mode for like 5 years, literally, because I've been recovering in my body. And a part of this is that I've been told a couple of times that I was a social butterfly. And I was saying, no, I'm not. And so, some kind of way, I can't remember all that. I found out about a park concert, a live park concert with like Patti LaBelle and all these artists like this. But I thought it was Gladys Knight. And I really wanted to go see her, thinking that that might be one of her last concerts. So I immediately went within myself and started having a conversation about how I wanted to be a part of it. It's not something that I normally do, but somewhere, somehow, I actually knew how to do that, to manifest it.
Absolutely.
So, and I forget that I have that ability to do that. It was just that I wanted it so much. That's what made me do it. That was my trigger.
Well, just remember what the trigger is, and from now on, whatever it is that you manifesting, want that shit so much like that too.
Bam.
And it'll repeat. It'll repeat
Yeah.
every time.
So
Yeah.
let me tell you, am I taking too long? Because
No,
I'm
you're not. No, you're not.
okay. So what happened was I made that conversation within myself. I had that conversation, and the lady that told me about it, um, she's the one that told me. So that evening, I had that conversation. The next morning, and I decided I was going to take my granddaughter, and we were going to go. And it was like an hour and a half away, up some mountains, up in the mountains. I'm in Colorado, so it was up in Winter Park. It was called the Winter Park Jazz Festival. Let me try to make this long story short. So what happened, we got there, there was no parking. And this lady went with me and my granddaughter, the lady that was talking about it. And she kept saying stuff like, there's not going to be a parking space. Even before we left, we're not going to find a room. She kept saying all of that. And I said, it was really getting on my nerves because the fact is, don't say stuff like that,
Right.
because I know greater and better than that. That is not my reality. That's not my reality. I don't care what
Absolutely.
place I am or where I've been in my life. I've never thought it's not going to happen, anything like that.
Absolutely.
So I said my little prayer, and it happened. I'm telling you, I don't think a minute, maybe we got to a minute, I found an immediate parking space.
I know you did.
And then, so we sat there, and then I realized, well, I learned when we got there that it was Patty instead of Gladys.
Uh-huh.
But I really didn't, I'm glad I put it this way, I'm glad I didn't pay to go hear Patty, because she
Uh-huh.
was having everybody else sing. And I, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let me get to this point. So then I'm gonna push past that. The next weekend, the next Sunday, that was when all these artists that I wanted to hear. Let me just tell you, child, please. And this woman still kept saying this stuff. I said, listen, I said, I do not allow anybody to tell me what I can or cannot do.
Good.
Not something that I don't do. I don't say those things. I know that anything is open and possible for me, for moi.
Everything.
I just had to stop her shit.
Good.
Let me tell you, we got into that place. The tickets were $150 per person. We got in there for $50 per person, got a good ass seat. And then it was so good. I found myself, had to go back and forth to the restroom. I had my cane and I found myself walking to the beat almost like the Pink Panther.
See,
All of a sudden, all these people were like to me going, hey, hey.
mhm.
And at first I was doing it with them. Then I realized what's going on because I never try to draw attention to myself like that. Yeah, it was just it was so amazing. I felt so like it taught me so much or reminded me so much of what things about myself, just like I don't even know how to say it, but it was so beautiful. I was so grateful. All of that kind of stuff. That was my experience. And I was grateful for the experience, but it just opened me up to think lighter, higher.
Absolutely. This
Just
is
amazing.
this is what I'm talking about when I say embrace the emerging authentic self that's coming.
Yeah, that's what I heard you say. I thought
Embrace
about
her.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
embrace her. Embrace her. She gonna show you some whole new other shit.
So let me just share this part right here. So I've
Mhm.
been looking at myself and I've been looking at myself aging, right?
Mhm.
I've been doing this for some time.
Mhm.
I wasn't able to catch up with it. It kind of
Mhm.
bothered me. But then I looked at it and I've been looking at how beautiful and how wonderful and how luxurious it is to age.
You
I
better
feel
know
me?
it. You
To
better know it.
age. I've been looking at seeing myself in the mirror, catching glimpses and say, "Ooh, look at you, you're so fine."
Look, somebody, and thank you for that, Deirdre. Thank you for that. Thank,
Uh,
thank you, love. Somebody, hey man, don't you wish you were 25 years old and know what you know now? Fuck no, I don't. I don't want to be 25 and know nothing. I am grateful to be 63 and know what I know and have lived the life that I have. I don't know. Mm-mm.
so,
And
oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
So, although youth is a super duper blessing, it really is. But age also is a super duper blessing if you make it. It's like youth is always so hyped up, but age,
Well,
it's just not a comparison. And I don't have to compare my now self with my old self.
but let me help you on that
Yeah.
definition of youth. Youth is a mindset, it's not an age.
Okay.
Yeah. Childhood, adolescent, teenage, those are ages. Youth is mental.
Well,
Yeah.
shit, I'm young.
Absolutely. You better say it then. You
I
better
am
say it.
young. I'm
You better
young
say
and
that.
ready. That's all. I'm
You
put
better,
my mic on.
yeah, you better say that. You better say that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. Um, let's get into the individual soul vibrations for July 2026. Zodiac native soul vibrations for these particular movements that we've been talking about. Aries. So this is for Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising, or if you have a stellium, 3 or more planets there, placements in Aries. You want to listen to this one. Aries sun, moon, rising, and the stellium. The theme is reclaiming joy, artistic expression, and romanticized living. Aries natives rise through Neptune's dissolving fire, reclaiming your joy as a spiritual force and restoring your artistic expression as a birthright. The Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks external hierarchies while returning creative authority to the individual flame. Uranus and Gemini accelerates your inspiration, progressively pushing Aries natives into quantum speed imagination. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing your invitation to romanticize living and to build your world shaped by your passions rather than by your permission. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi crown Aries natives with sovereign creativity. The Aquarius full moon reveals the future Aries natives must design. Aries, your specific July 29th manifestation plan. Aries, all Aries that I just listed off, y'all listen up. July 29th, this is what you need to do. Pitch your passion. Spend the morning writing down your most audacious creative projects or business ideas. In the afternoon, take a definitive action to share them. Send a draft, post a portfolio, or pitch a client. We clear, Aries? Your mantra from today until the 29th is, I am worthy of being celebrated for my unique creative genius. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium. Your theme, expanding your sanctuary. Ancestral, anybody that have any questions when I read any of these for you, please jot them down, keep them in your mind. And then when I get through all 12, then I will come back and then that'll be time for your question. But I encourage you to have your questions. So please, please, please write them down. Please write them down. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium, your theme, expanding your sanctuary, ancestral healing, and real estate. Taurus natives feel the Jupiter-Pluto opposition, cracking financial hierarchies, opening the path to expand your sanctuary and claim your space as spiritual territory. Uranus and Gemini accelerates your information around land, property, and resources, confidently pushing Taurus natives into quantum speed decisions. Neptune in Aries dissolves your ancestral illusions, and it awakens your deep lineage healing. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your home, your foundation, and your real estate future you came here to anchor. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite your creative ownership. The Aquarius full moon reveals Taurus natives' long-term building projects. Taurus natives, your July 29th manifestation plan. Bless your foundations. Use this day to sign a lease, browse property listings, or intentionally redesign your living space and your workspace. Light a gold candle in the heart center of your home to manifest safety, stability, and domestic luxury. Your 7-day actionable mantra. My roots are deep, my home is a sanctuary, and my security is expanding. Gemini, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium, your theme, amplifying your voice, local networks, and contractual wins. Gemini natives become the lightning conductor of Uranus's acceleration, amplifying your voice until it becomes a local force of influence. The Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks information hierarchies, opening your pathways for contractual wins and agreements that will shift your soul's journey. Neptune in Aries dissolves your mental illusions, and it awakens your clarity in communication and decision-making. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your stronger local networks rather than wait for collective coherence. The Leo Sun and Jupiter Cazimi magnify your message. The Aquarius full moon reveals the future systems Gemini natives must build. Geminis, your July 29th manifestation plan. Launch your message. Write the copy for your website, pitch a podcast, or sign a critical short-term contract. Use the Cassini hours to network heavily within your local community or digital circles. Your words carry magnetic fortune today. And your 7-day actionable mantra is, my ideas are valuable and my voice commands prosperous attention. Fun to be a Gemini. All right. Cancer, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium. I have a stellium. So I am listening for this. The theme, financial independence, upgraded self-worth, and tangible revenue. I already like that shit already. Cancer natives feel the Jupiter-Pluto opposition, cracking ancestral financial hierarchies, opening the path to your true independence and your self-generated stability. You talking my language now. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your revenue opportunities, aggressively pushing Cancer natives into quantum speed clarity around money, self-worth, and value. Neptune in Aries dissolves your old emotional illusions, and it awakens your upgraded self-worth that becomes the foundation for your tangible income. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your new financial worlds rather than protect your collapsing ones. Woo! That hit in the heart chakra right there. The Leo Sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite your prosperity. The Aquarius full moon reveals Cancer natives' long-term wealth projects. Cancer's your July 29th manifestation plan. Claim your value. Review your pricing. Ask for a raise or create a new high-tier product offering. Open a dedicated savings or investment bucket specifically named after your biggest material goal. Mine, on the Sevens Broadcast Network. Cancer, your actionable 7-day mantra is, I magnetize financial abundance by confidently knowing my worth. All right, I can take that. Leo, sun, moon, I have a Leo moon, rising and/or stellium. So Leo's important to me too. The theme, ultimate personal reinventation, visibility, and 12-year identity reset. Hot damn. Leo natives stand at the center of the planetary engine, entering a 12-year identity reset that demands your ultimate personal reinventation. The Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks hierarchical power, returning visibility to the sovereign creator. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your expression, progressively pushing Leo natives into quantum speed evolution. Neptune in Aries dissolves your ego illusions, and it awakens your authentic radiance. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your world rather than wait for outside recognition. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi crown Leo natives' new identity. The Aquarius full moon reveals Leo natives' future role. Leo, your July 29th manifestation plan. Listen up. Step into the spotlight. Schedule a photo shoot, launch a personal brand, or debut a completely new look. Write down a 5-year vision statement detailing exactly who you want to be, focusing heavily on your personal sovereignty and your leadership. Your personal sovereignty and your leadership. Your 7-day actionable mantra. I boldly occupy my space and step into my ultimate main character era. Yeah, Leo is really talking to me. I know it's talking to everyone with a strong Leo placement, just like it talked to me. All right, let's go Virgo. Virgo sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium. The theme, spiritual wealth, subconscious clearing, and behind-the-scenes mastery. Virgo natives feel the Jupiter-Pluto opposition, cracking institutional hierarchies, opening your path to spiritual wealth earned through your inner mastery rather than through external validation. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your hidden processes, and it sharpens your behind-the-scenes strategy and your multidimensional problem solving. Neptune in Aries dissolves your subconscious illusions as it awakens your clarity in the deepest layers of your soul. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your new systems from the shadows. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite Virgo natives' quiet brilliance. The Aquarius full moon reveals Virgo natives' future projects. Virgos, your January 29th manifestation plan. Invest in the unseen. Dedicate the day to deep meditation, dream journaling, or working on a secret project you are not ready to show the world yet. Manifest financial freedom by consciously releasing any deep-seated scarcity mindsets. Your 7-day actionable mantra. I trust the invisible currents of fortune supporting me from behind the scenes. All right. Libra sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium. Libra, your themes: networking windfalls, major community impact, and making desires real. Libra natives become the axis of Solomon's seal, releasing a lightning bolt through human evolution and opening your pathways for your networking windfalls that shift your entire soul's journey. The Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks centralized hierarchies, empowering Libra natives to influence communities with unprecedented impact. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your relational intelligence, and it expands your circles and alliances. Neptune in Aries dissolves your identity illusions as it awakens the authority needed to make your long-held goals, desires, and active pursuits real. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi amplify your social radiance. The Aquarius full moon reveals the future networks Leo natives are destined to shape. Libra, your July 29th manifestation plan. Leverage your circle. Attend a networking event, apply to join an elite mastermind group, or launch a crowdfunding campaign. Manifest by connecting your personal goals to a grander vision that serves a larger community. Libra, your 7-day actionable mantra. My network is my net worth, and my community lifts me into abundance. All right. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium, your theme, professional fame, executive promotions, and vocational authority. Scorpio natives thrive as the Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks power hierarchies, opening the corridor to your professional fame and executive level recognition. Uranus and Gemini accelerates your strategic insight, confidently pushing Scorpio natives into quantum speed advancement. Neptune in Aries dissolves your fear illusions, and it awakens your vocational authority that cannot be ignored. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your new career realities rather than dismantle your old ones. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite your leadership visibility. The Aquarius full moon reveals the future systems Scorpio natives are destined to command. Scorpios, your July 29th manifestation plan. Command your career. Update your LinkedIn. Apply for a reach executive role or formally launch your own business. Actively put yourself in front of superiors or decision makers. Your authority and professional magnetics are at an all-time high. Scorpio, your actionable mantra, 7 days mantra. I am a natural leader, and my professional legacy is rising to new heights. Sag, sun, moon, rising, meet, and/or stellium. Theme, global expansions, higher education, and media publishing. Sagittarius natives feel the Jupiter-Pluto opposition, cracking ideological hierarchies, opening your global expansions that reshape your entire soul's journey. Uranus and Gemini accelerates your narrative evolution, and it amplifies your reach across media, broadcasting, and publishing. Neptune in Aries dissolves your spiritual illusions, and it awakens your sovereign truth that fuels your higher education, your advanced study, and your mastery of your message. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your new futures rather than repeat your old philosophies. The Leo sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite your soul's journey. The Aquarius full moon reveals Sag natives' worldwide mission. Sag, your July 29th manifestation plan. Broaden your horizon. Submit a book proposal, apply to a university, book a long-distance flight, or pitch a foreign client. Manifest by taking an action that takes you outside your current comfort zone and expands your world view. Sag, your 7-day actionable mantra. The universe is expanding my boundaries, and I welcome limitless horizons. All right. Capricorn native, sun in my system, moon, rising, and/or stellium in Western astrology. Your themes are venture capital, investments, and transforming shared assets. Capricorn natives stand at the fault line of the Jupiter-Pluto opposition's hierarchical collapse, opening the corridor for your acquisition of venture capital, for your executing high-level investments, and for the transformation of your shared assets. Wow. If y'all only knew. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your financial intelligence, assuredly pushing Capricorn natives into quantum speed strategy. Neptune in Aries dissolves your achievement illusions, and it awakens your spiritual authority in resource management. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your new wealth systems rather than preserve your collapsing ones. The Leo Sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite your executive power. The Aquarius full moon reveals Capricorn natives' long-term financial projects. Hmm. All right. Cappies, your July 29th manifestation plan. Secure the bag. Apply for a business loan, pitch venture capitalists, rebalance your long-term investment portfolio, or draft a passive income strategy. Again, if you guys only knew. Look at contracts to ensure you are getting the royal share of collaborative work. Cappies, your 7-day actionable mantra is, I masterfully attract wealth, investments, and deep financial support. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium. Sun in traditional astrology. So this one's important for me too. The theme for Aquarius, elite client contracts, dynamic business partnerships, and public alliances. Aquarius natives become the architect of future alliances as the Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks centralized hierarchies, opening your corridors for elite client contracts and for your high visibility collaborations. Ryan, can you hear On the Smoke contacting us soon? Yeah, I know you can. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your innovation as you begin drawing dynamic business partnerships that expand your influence. Neptune in Aries dissolves your identity illusions, and it awakens the authority you need to lead publicly. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to build your new networks rather than critique your old systems. The Leo Sun and Jupiter Cazimi amplify your recognition. The Aquarius full moon reveals your long-term alliance architecture. Aquarians, your July 29th manifestation plan. Be glad when this retrograde is done. Form your power dynamic. Initiate a contract with a high-profile business partner or pitch an ideal, lucrative client. With the concurrent full moon in your sign, manifest by releasing codependent habits to make room for equal, empowering alliances. I like that. Aquarians, your 7-day actionable mantra. I attract relationships that mirror my power, wealth, and brilliance. And then finally, Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and/or stellium. Your theme, workplace luxury, lucrative freelance gigs, and vitality upgrades. Pisces natives feel Neptune and Aries dissolving the final 3D illusions, awakening a new era of workspace luxury where your environment becomes your medicine and your creativity becomes your currency. The Jupiter-Pluto opposition cracks hierarchical power, opening your corridors for lucrative freelance gigs that expand your financial sovereignty. Uranus in Gemini accelerates your intuitive skill, and it sharpens your ability to monetize your multidimensional talents. The moon in Libra completed Solomon's seal, revealing the invitation to upgrade your vitality through intentional design. The Leo Sun and Jupiter Cazimi ignite your creative prosperity. The Aquarius full moon reveals Pisces natives' future blueprint. Pisces, your July 29th manifestation plan. Streamline your empire. Pitch 3 major freelance retainers, freelance opportunities, freelance prepositions. Buy a high-end tool to optimize your daily workflow or book a premium wellness treatment. By upgrading the literal structure and environment of your day-to-day life. Pisces, your actionable mantra, 7-day mantra, my daily labor yields exceptional wealth and my body thrives in vitality. As I said, the magical part of this started Sunday, and today is the culmination. So today's work forged a new prophetic architecture, weaving planetary movements with soul vibrations until destiny itself shifted shape. The seals open, the identities reset, and the futures clarified. Each sign reclaimed its sovereign corridor. Each movement unlocked its hidden invitation. What emerged is a living blueprint. Creation over collapse. Authorship over waiting. Evolution over repetition. The next world is already forming through us. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Your mastered self awaits you. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. We want to open up the airwaves, and if you had any questions about any of these individual soul vibrations, if you wanted to make a comment about anything, if you wanted to just tap in and express gratitude, if you just want to open up and say, go right ahead. Go ahead, Ryan. Kick us off.
I want to say for everybody, get your questions and your comments together while I'm talking now, if you haven't already. I really want you to put some effort into this, everybody, and literally everybody, because I can't tell you how on point this July 29th and just everything they said, but this July 29th energy we going into, it's almost eerie on point. And I want everybody to notice, if you look at our last few broadcasts who have been here, there's always at least a breakthrough. There's somebody crying, or maybe after the call, they'll express to us that they had a breakthrough. So continue to engage and let us know what's going on in your personal. Feel free to ask your questions, bring your questions, because I'm telling you as a council member, it's highly accurate, highly accurate. Everything he mentioned for Libra, I'm on that path. Everything he mentioned, and it's some stuff you guys don't even have an idea about, even for PB himself. It was eerie accurate. So I encourage you to get your questions out, because July 29th is a critical day, as well as today.
Critical. I mean, if y'all just only knew what I'm currently working on, that shit, when I put it together, I was like, wait, how did you know? And it also confirms and reaffirms that the shit that I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I am super, super encouraged now to run on and do everything that I have envisioned on the Sevens Mastered Self Academy, on the Sevens with Pisces B Metatron, and on the Sevens broadcast network could ever possibly be. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I encourage anybody got any questions, any comments, want to make any type of have any reaction to anything that we have covered today. Don't be shy, don't be bashful. This is how we want to do. We want to have interaction with folks. Anybody. No? I know for me, being able to have something outside of myself that's not a person that not, and I'm not talking about just it's a little bit accurate or it's a little bit on point. I'm talking of the 7 things that I'm doing, it hit all 7 between the ones that I listen to. That's confirmation, man. That is confirmation. I could not have scripted that shit myself. I wouldn't have been able to write that as beautifully on my own. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This is a fabulous time that we're in spite of the political kabuki theater that is playing out. And that shit is getting ready to get even more hilarious and more comical. Yeah. It really is a fantastic time for individuals to claim your authenticity. Yes, Wendy, go right ahead.
Hold on. Yeah, I have to say, based on what you all advised me with regards on the last session about my business, and I said nothing to my son, but he came to me with a proposition. So when you said today, invest in the unseen, work in secret project, release scarcity mindset, that was just on point, right? So he's planning something for me. He had to go to Trinidad to his grandma's funeral, so that kind of interrupted the process. But he's setting up this like a mock interview where he has a series of questions to ask me and to set up this. He has this big plan. I don't even know if I catch the whole concept, but I trust him. I'm just going with the flow and I have these questions to answer. And so when he said this today, I said, "My goodness, this is it right here. This secret project, is secret to me and all." And then trust the invisible fortune supporting me from behind the scene
Yes.
because that's where I am right now. I don't know where the money is going to come from. I know it's coming.
Yes, it is.
I just know it's coming. So thanks for this today. This is exactly where I'm situated right now.
I'm grateful, and
Yes.
thank you for being a part of this, and thank you for showing up. And yes, I when I was putting, and I'm gonna get to you, Ryan. So stay ready. When I was putting this together, something in me was like, "You own to something here, player. You might just be yeah. Go right ahead, Ryan. What you got for us?"
I just wanted to thank Wendy because I remember the last broadcast we had looked at Wendy. She opened up for some questions. I don't know if you remember. One thing we said was your team's going to come.
Yes.
Surround yourself with your team, and your son sounds like he's part of your team. That's a team member right there. So from broadcast to broadcast is manifesting for you, Wendy. I just wanted to say thank you for sharing.
Yes.
That lets us know we're doing our work.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Thank you. Anybody else? Just want to nobody else? Anybody else? No? just want to let y'all know that most of y'all, well, all of y'all that's on the call right now, you're in the email list. So y'all will be getting an email from me on the 29th. I'm just letting you know because I'm paying attention to what that shit was telling me. Yeah. On the 29th, everybody that's on this call right now, y'all going to get an email from me. I'm just letting you know up front. Do with it what you will. Let your spirit and your soul guide you. But yeah, I'm letting y'all know. Yeah. On July 20, next Wednesday, check y'all's email, please. Okay. Lastly, before we anybody else got anything before we run off and close? No?
Mark, as always, it's
Hey,
Nikki.
hey.
I just want to say I'm grateful to be here. You know, and I'm just trying to drive at the same time. So I resonate with the natives was very good and spot on. My control group is always my son is the same
Yeah.
sign as I am, so he doesn't hear this. So my control group is that I hear it, and sometimes you can self-manifest based on what you hear.
Yes.
So I always like to compare what he doesn't hear and we're the same sign. So if we're in alignment and what's happening in the Cancer world, it happens to me, it happens to him too. So we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, it's spot on. Everything you said about Cancer is going on in my world too. So
Mine
a little
too.
bit, but just happy. Just wanted to one last closing is just very happy and resonating with everybody. The energy of the past 2 weeks. I don't know when Mercury went retrograde. Not sure if it's in alignment with that or the Schumann resonance, but all of this is alignment
Both.
with what's changing. And when you look at other astrologers and other people who are doing energetic work, we're all speaking the same language.
Yep.
So we're all speaking, okay, there's a shift going on. Somebody posted yesterday,
Yep.
a black line on the Schumann resonance equals timeline shift. And I was
Timeline
like,
shift.
okay,
It
this
was
is what's
it was,
going on.
and it was
Yeah,
solid. That line was solid in the shaman.
that line was solid.
It was
And I was like,
solid.
okay, we just shifted. That's what's up. And for me, physically, the last 2 weeks, I have been just so lethargic, and so has everybody else. So I knew it wasn't just me. I knew there was something greater than just me feeling that way. There was a lot of more people feeling tired and no energy, and I think that's part of it, is that some of us aren't always going to be hyped up. Some of us are going to feel that low energy, and we just gotta go through it and wait for the next the next
Absolutely.
wave. The Schumann shows up. And then one thing that aligned with me yesterday, as a matter of fact, or no, it was this morning. Shaka Khan was on streaming a meditation, and I was like, how blessed am I to align with Shaka Khan and meditate with her presentation just on social media. So just because she ended up on my stream somehow. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to say that she's just a very wonderful person. And I said, well, even some people, even our celebrity friends, I should say, and are all in alignment with that. So I felt very blessed. But
Absolutely.
yeah, there's my comment. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Yeah, it is a very magical, powerful time. Hey, before we close out, Archangel, open up your microphone and let everybody know how they can get in contact with you, and let them know what you do.
Everyone is able to connect with me by reaching out. The best way to reach me is email, because that's just the thing that I'm kind of like being like all like executive mode right now, managing so much stuff. So emailing me is the best way to contact me. My email address is iamluminescent. That's how you spell it. iamluminescent@gmail.com. That's where you can reach me. If you have my number, you can text me, but email is best. You can also find me, of course, on YouTube at I Am Luminescent, on the socials at I Am Luminescent as well. I do astrology. Of course, I do tarot. I've been more than blessed to be able to help people transform from one situation into another from a subconscious level. Not saying that I'm more like a facilitator, not the activator. The person who makes this choice to choose themselves is who gets activated. So they activate themselves. We go through the transition, and they, go through that gateway, go through the threshold that's been waiting for them and calling for them. So anytime anybody sees themselves kind of like in between worlds and trying to bring balance by shifting during this season, you can reach out to me, or any season you may be in where you're trying to transition through. You need support. I'm your girl. So yeah, the best way to reach me is through email. Again, I am luminescent. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Always good to have David in the house. Roy, good to have you here. Again, thank you, Wendy, for showing up. Natanya, it's always great to have you in the house. Lady D, you part of the very fabric of the show. And I'd like to see Justel, would you like to have any comments or any words before I close out? No? No comments, no words for you, Justel? Well, I'm grateful that Justel Kane has showed up today. We got some exciting things in the hopper coming to the On the 7 Broadcast Network. The next superstar of the network is definitely already on this call. So we are thankful and grateful. If there will be nothing else, this has been On the Sevens with Pipers B. Metatron, where we come to awaken to our mastered self, ascend with our evolving soul, and expand our consciousness mind. We are thankful and grateful for each and every one of you for your support and encouragement. Please continue to keep On the Sevens with Pipers B. Metatron a part of your soul's journey as your mastered self awaits you. Let me leave you with this. As above, so below. As within, so without. As of the cosmos, so in your soul core level. It is so, it is so. Always be authentically you, unapologetically. Until we gather again, goodbye for now. I am Pipers B. Metatron on the sevens, signing off. Zen Uru, Zen Uru, Zen Uru. I will see each and every one of you the first week in August. Already, I want you to start thinking about Lionsgate 88 and this year's Lionsgate. You can literally pull down your absolute ascended master authentic self into your own ass this year. I'm going to pull Metatron and Thos ass both up in here on 8/8. I suggest that everybody get clear about your authenticity and then grab it on the 8th. But we will get you ready for that the first week of August when we have our August monthly soul vibration. I appreciate every one of you guys. Invite somebody to come to the show, somebody that hadn't ever been here before, and believe in yourselves when nobody else will. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys